Okay, folks. And, you know, we can go up and down the tree about, you know, how some of the COPA rules are good or bad. The premise is good. The idea is that, you don't want children being, um, and their data being abused or whatever the sense. And in some ways, one way or another, we'll all get by it. Okay? Now, they're going to try and up this age limit on things that will screw up gaming. Um, and now we have this moron who's Mr. Hollywood, okay, who's the most bought and paid for politician it's in the history of whatever. And I just sat and listened to a lawyer talk about this, so it's way the heck down here. I went and read the article, and once you start reading it, you begin to think, "Oh my bloody God, you got to be kidding me!" And you see, here's the kicker, and this is when I knew. See, a lot of these conservatives were trying to get conservative politicians on their side when they were getting deplatformed and all this other jazz, and they were, you know, trying to work out how to do this, and they came up with the Section 230, taking it away from the tech companies, not realizing that that's what the bought and paid for conservative politicians really wanted too. Okay, because what they're going to do once they have this Section 230 gone is everybody's gone, and then it's only who they want to have a say. Okay? Steven Crowder, you're wrong, okay, about Section 230, okay? When it goes, you're gone, okay? They won't need you anymore, okay? YouTube won't exist, okay? YouTube will not allow anybody to publish a video, okay, and have liability also itself, okay? That's the problem. Okay, when you have to understand how Section 230 works, is that they give us a platform, we publish, it's our responsibility to do things. That's basically how this is working, and I kind of agree with it, because what it does is it puts it so that only people who are serious about publishing, okay, anything, will actually do it. Okay, if you're just a half-assed joker who just wants to screw around and whatnot, know that eventually you're going to screw up and there's going to be a consequence. Okay, hey, it happens. Whatever. Let me see if I can find this one again. It's right near the bottom here somewhere. Scrolling. Wow, what a mouthpiece, eh? Listen to this guy. Just blah blah blah. And if you read this whole thing, it will make your head hurt. How much this guy is just spilling. He is like bought right into the crazy. Okay, where are we here? No. Oh yeah, here it is. Up here a bit. Was it? Yeah, it starts right here. Okay, so he starts talking about Zuckerberg, and he hates Facebook so much he would destroy the rest of the internet just to get at this guy, because somehow he was somehow involved with this Ukrainian BS about and his son and whatnot, and he didn't help you out or something. You know what? It's not his business to get into your business. Okay, number one. Right? And then he goes on about, the idea that it's a tech company is that Section 230 should be revoked immediately. Revoked, number one, for Zuckerberg and other platforms. Okay? You know why? Because that will give that mainstream media all the power to get rid of everybody en masse. It'll be just poof. There goes the internet. Now we're back to cable TV again on the internet. That's exactly what happens. Okay? So to everybody out there who's actually listening and has a damn brain, you better wake the hell up and realize you've been screwed with. Even computing forever, you know, that the redheaded guy, he's beginning to realize that Trump wasn't so much of a help either. Okay? I've been saying it for a while, that the little signs that he would not do a damn thing for you has been there all along. Okay? All right? They don't care. They never have. The only time they care is when the rest of us stop fighting and arguing and we unite and tell them no. And no means no. All right? Like it says right here, Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act says that online aren't held liable for things their users post on them. So when they are held liable, do you think they're going to let you post? Do you think they're going to let you have a YouTube video then? Think you're going to have a YouTube channel? You think you're going to? You think Twitch is going to exist? You think BitChute will exist? Do you think Twitter will exist? Do you think any of these websites will allow you to post anything? No, they won't. Okay? And you'll need a lawyer to post anything on your own website to make sure that you're not going to get sued. Okay? And you won't have a forum because you can't take the liability that some user says something and you could get sued for it. It's that simple. All right? And it's not just Democrats that are wanting this. It's actually, and I'll show you something here. Okay? I mean, he doesn't just go on about you know, this. Then he turns around and calls the entire gaming community like on, right? By calling all the owners of game companies a bunch of creeps and weirdos and all this other jazz, right? See? Right down in here. And then we get into video games, right? He starts mouthing off about video games again. Here we go. Old guy who doesn't understand a damn thing. You know, I'd like to see him tell some disabled people who get some enjoyment from being able to interact with people online and have some fun with video games. I'd like to see him try and tell those kids, those adults, and those disabled people, okay, that, you know, sorry you can't have your video games anymore and you can't do this, you can't do that just because I say so kind of thing, because I'm Joe Biden, you know. I'm with Hollywood and I can do whatever the hell I want, right? No, you can't, Joe. It doesn't work that way. No one's above the law. No one. Not even you, man. Your time's coming, all right? You know? And this is the time we get to call Trump out, too. Because this is a man who could be doing things. And he ain't. He's waking up in the morning, firing off missiles at Iran so that you can be distracted. He's telling the FTC guys to start pushing COPPA at you just to distract you. That's what all this shit's about. They're all on the same page, people. And the quicker you realize it, the better. Okay? All right? They wanted us to be fighting and arguing with YouTube and having bad vibes and everything else. And meanwhile, you know, when it comes really down to it, you know, let me put it this way. And I've heard a half dozen parents say the same thing, right? So my kid goes on this little YouTube page and looks at some videos, and there's apparently some data that sneaks off over here and tells an ad thing to pop up, right? Oh, that's so bloody harmful to my child. You know what I mean? That's the way parents are reacting to this, okay? Now, if an ad popped up with an axe murdering movie, then I'd have a problem with it, right? You know what I'm saying? That's why you don't want random ads. I think it's actually more harmful to be doing what COPPA actually wants YouTube to do, which is not do the data collection, but still toss the ads at people. Okay? Like there's fundamental disconnect here with this whole situation. And it's all tied together. You can tie it all together because what they do is they circle the drain and they try and get everybody looking one way while they're running around doing something else the other way. Okay? And just to show you, we'll hold on a minute here. Let me just kill this for a second here. We'll go over to this one. Oh, wait a minute. What was that other one here? Hold on. Oh, I guess it doesn't. Let me do this for a second. Hold on. And dun. Here, we'll just toss this in quick. Just give me a second here. Thought I had this set up right, and I guess I don't. Oh no, boomer. There. Now this is back in what was it? July. Okay. And remember, about this time, okay, you have Crowder and his friends and that are a little more conservative yammering off about how YouTube's protected like this, and it's deplatforming people, and that there should be they should be removing this Section 230. Okay, and where the Democratic angle is that LGBTQ bunch on YouTube that were saying they were being having issues. Well, I hate to say it, but there's children that were watching YouTube, and there still is. And even as an adult, I don't want something that's sexual to be popping up at me in any regard about any sex. Okay? If I want to watch some porn or whatever the heck it is, I go watch it. Okay? I don't want to see some YouTube algorithm that just suddenly gets popped up. It's like we were doing some experiments on how I just put up a food thing one time and put cake in the title, and then after that, I suddenly start getting all these food things being recommended to me. Okay? So all a weirdo has to do, any weirdo, is sit there completely naked in your chair, right? And like put cake on the thing, and everybody who's watching cake is going to see a naked guy in a chair. That's how stupid the algorithm is. Okay? Now, and this goes through about talking about Section 230, about why it's important. Right? And the people who have the most to gain by its destruction, okay, are not your friends. Okay? If you believe in free speech, you need this. Okay? Now, it's not saying it's perfect. The one part of Section 230 where most of the problem comes is because there's a little ambiguity in the very last couple of words that allows platforms to kick off anybody they want for any reason. It's that any reason thing, okay? That gives everyone the grief, okay? And I don't know what to say about this one. Like, it's gonna get it. This is both sides. When you got both parties wanting something to get done, right? You're screwed. It's like and it's like I'm trying to tell you, the new things on COPPA. Did you not notice when I showed you guys this that there was both a Democrat and a Republican on it? Okay? This is showing you the deep state, okay, or the swamp, whatever you want to call it, how they're all in it together, right? And it's like I said, if this continues the way it is in the United States, the way things are going, eventually what's going to happen is all this stuff that you guys have built up with your American companies is going to implode. What's going to happen is other nations are going to pick up the slack and start their own little countries, little bits and pieces of it. Okay? And because you'll have made such a nice mess, it'll take forever for you to sort it. You've got this right now. Okay? And you're about to ruin it for yourselves. I just kind of in a way I say go for it then, you know? The quicker we get these, because they're going to keep trying to do this. They've been trying to do this and trying to do this, trying to do this. They spy on us. They do all this stuff. And they get you all used to this, right? The Windows 10 stuff with the telemetry. Now they're working for the Pentagon. Yeah. I mean, it's just a bloody joke. Anyway, I'll flip back to the other one here. Where was it? Oop, wrong one. What the heck is going on here? Hold on. If I interact with this, why is this one coming up? What if I do this? This is just weird. Okay. There we go. So, I mean, anyway, I wanted to put this up there for you guys to see. I threw it out on Twitter. The problem is and what they do is they bury this about 3/4 of the way down the article, right? And that's what you do, okay? If you have something that's really, wacky to say, you don't say it at the beginning of the article or at the very end of the article where people have an easy time of finding it. You do it, 2/3 of the way down kind of crap, And props out to whoever who I got this sourced from that kind of told me about it, because holy jeez, reading this is like it gives you a bloody headache. None of these people know how to write or read or do anything, It's getting worse, not better. So anyway, throw this one out there. I got a video game, and then good thing I just played that first.